Alright, welcome back for another fast video. I'm going to be putting the tap clutch on my 2021 Yamaha Sidewinder SRX. So it's going to be pretty simple. I'm going to do the water method. I've tried pullers on these. I've tried all kinds of things. It's always a pain in the butt. So take a 22 millimeter. Crack your stock bolt out of there. One thing I did want to mention, I'm still waiting for the, for sure, but I did in my earlier videos mention that my offset, I used the Hurricane Performance tool to set the offset on my clutches, and yes, this sled was off and I've owned it since new, so it was off since new, and ever since I aligned it, the belt life is just, it's tremendous. It's way better. So it sounds like with the tap, you're going to use the same offset as what the Hurricane tool sets it at. It's like 58 or 57 and a half, can't remember. Look it up, or it's on my older videos too. You can go back and I'll show you how you do it. It's like one of my first videos on YouTube, but I might have to get somebody to help me. What we're going to do is we're going to pour water down here, and I have a puller that I cut off, because if you don't buy a good puller, these are a piece of junk and they bend. You'll never get this thing off. What we're going to do is we're going to take Teflon tape and we're going to wrap it up around here really tight, really thick. I'll show you when I get it on. And we're going to pour water down in here. We're going to use basically hydraulic pressure. We're going to pop this clutch right off. We're going to check my stub shaft, and then we're going to pop the tap on. Alright, you can just use a normal bolt. Just make sure your thread is the right thread. But you're really going to have to wrap this Teflon tape up on here. It's got to seal perfectly. So if you don't, I've done this before on my old Skidoos. If you don't have this thing sealed up perfectly, it won't pull off squat. I don't know if I'm going to have enough Teflon tape here. Hope I do. I have to start another band. Hopefully that's not a problem. We'll see. So I'll show you when she gets on there, but really put it on there. You guys can see too, I always leave the first couple threads right there, just enough to get it started in there too. You don't want to wrap up in the very beginning. You'll never get it threaded in. Now you're going to take and tip the sled up. It's kind of hard with one person, but it can work. Rest that ski on my knee, I guess. You're going to pour a bunch of water down in that clutch. Might have to tip it even more than this. Don't fill it up to the brim like I did. You got to leave a little room. I'm going to have to rock a little out of her. And then once she's filled up, you're going to find the bolt that I let fall off my sled over there. So I'll go get the bolt and we'll thread it in. Now you're going to take the bolt, you're going to put her in. See, I got a little bit too much water in there. That's all right. And you're going to start to thread her in. And she should make a good seal, let's hope. Now, you're not supposed to use an impact on cranks. Yeah, I have before, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to try to get this one out by hand. We're going to hope that I got that in there. The seal is good on that. So I'm going to lay the sled back down, and we're going to crank her in with a wrench and see if she pops. One thing I want to mention is if you do have one of these sleds, I have a manual timing chain tensioner in this. If you don't, do not turn that clutch backwards. You'll jump the timing. Before I put my manual timing chain tensioner in, when I had the valve cover off and stuff, I wanted to see just how easy it was. Man, you turn it back just a little bit, that chain wanted to roll teeth, or jump teeth, I should say. So let's see if we can't get this off. I have a clutch tool down at the shop, so I might have to go get it. I don't know if I got enough water in here or not. But we'll give her the old college try. I'm gonna have to get something to hold that clutch with. Okay, I don't know if this ratchet is gonna be long enough for me to get enough torque on here, but we're damn sure gonna try. There you go. And it's off. You can see why I didn't want to put my hand on the clutch. I knew it was going to pop violently like that. They always do. So now it's off using your water method. And we'll clean up the shaft and we'll get the tap on.